Ah, right, good, we've got audio. Okay, so it seems like they're starting the event early, if anybody happens to be here, which is very annoying. Let me just click like on my own stream, there we go. Alright then. Here we go. Just got some little YouTube stuff to sort out here. It's about to start in 30 seconds. What is going on? It's not meant to do it like this. I've not even started my stream. I've got no viewers. Ah! Right. Creative Assembly, you can't even do your own show correctly. Why? Why can't you do this? Alright. Just plonk all that in there. Alright, here we go. So we're live on the Discord now. What nation will you... Oh, they scammed us. Alright, hold on a minute. Let's see how this works. I've got my new hotkeys set up. What an awesome clickbait. Thank you, thank you. I really did try with that one. I really did try. At this point, when it comes to clickbait, I am past caring. I don't care anymore. Am I scamming you for money? Yes, I am. And I don't care. Is it still on? I think I've pressed the wrong hotkey. Alright, there we go. So we got 29 minutes. 29 minutes until the new Total War. Ooh. I'm not fully ready for it yet. To be honest though, I'm not entirely excited. So don't take my ooh excitement as real excitement. To be honest, I don't think it's going to be good. Hopefully the show is good, but I don't think the game is going to be good. Alright. I was gonna start later, but then they were like, oh, it's gonna start soon, everybody, it's going to start soon. And then it comes up with another timer. So now we're stuck here with a 28-minute timer. What do I do for 28 minutes? Oh, boo. The Creative Assembly, they're already scamming us with it. I've got a new chair, by the way, but it makes me feel small. Maybe I need to pull it up a bit. Welcome everyone to the stream, by the way. Please say Medieval 2 Total War. There you are, Medieval 3. I don't actually know if it is Medieval 3, but you know, I thought might as well put it in the thumbnail. We might be able to scam a few people into watching. And that's what YouTube's all about. Comment yes in the chat if I should release a meme coin as well whilst I'm at it. Coming out in 27 hours. Yes, Medieval 3 is coming out in 27 hours. It's gonna be epic. No, we get the reveal. The live show hosted by Creative Assembly. Just the show and the announcement in 27 minutes. Is it Medieval 3? I don't know. If I had to bet, I think it probably might be. But I don't know. What do I do for 26 minutes? You know what? Hold on a minute. Very eerie music, right? What information can we get out of this music? I mean, there's fire in the background. To be honest, it's giving Rome 3 vibes. I don't think it's Rome 3. But if I had to guess based on the music and the background, because it looks a little Attila-like. Unless it's Mongol. Mongol Total War, I would be fine with that. You know it's Warhammer 4? Yes, it's gonna be another Warhammer. But we're getting 2 announcements. One of them is historical, the other is fantasy, basically. So yeah, we're going to get some Warhammer. They might start with Warhammer, but historical is meant to be coming. It feels like Attila exactly juggle something. Alright. It sounds like... Has anyone seen The Shining? The intro to The Shining? Sounds a bit like that. Alright, then let me try some juggling then. I've never juggled before, but we'll give it a go. One more try. No, can't juggle. Or maybe the gold is the One Ring. Ooh, I don't think it's Lord of the Rings though. Right. Ah! What have I done? What have I done? Ah! Alright, I messed up my hotkey. But that's fine. Let's see.
Didn't work out. Well, I guess it depends how you look at it. It's a good way. I put on a few pounds during COVID.
Let's get Legend of Total War up.
I just stopped eating as much. It really just came to that. Like
Legend talking about how fat he is, basically.
The workout routine or anything like that. Apart from like playing with my daughter, she likes to ride on my shoulders and I run around a little bit. I actually did.
What is he talking about?
With her on my shoulders, and I put a hole in the wall, but she didn't get hurt.
Is it visible to all of you?
My knee went through the wall though.
Oh, have I put it on the wrong one again?
Injuries playing with my daughter. It makes me feel old. I've already broken my toe, and yeah, I've put my knee through the wall, and so I gotta, yeah. But she loves like roller coasters, fast things, or anything like that.
There we go. We got him up.
Yeah, I go a bit overboard. Tilly Curtis did a £5 super chat. Legend, talk to us about fatigue. After 3,000 hours, I love the game, yet for months while I open the menu, I close it again. Just time to quit. Time to go do something else. Yes, that's basically where I'm at as well. I like open up and go, well, which faction do I want to play for 15 turns? And then I go, and then I close Warhammer 3, and then I open up Stellaris or something else. Because at least I know, in those games, I'm going to progress 10 years, but those 10 years are going to take me a month. Did you ever repair your window? What was the update on that break-in?
Let's see what, who else shall we check out? Andy's take, what's he on about here?
3K2. 3K2, that's one I would not. I can make myself be hyped for a lot of things.
Yes, French Dragoon, it might be Medieval 3 revealed in 23 minutes.
3K2.
Possibly, I don't know. We're getting some historical game, I think.
Maybe not ever, but at least today.
What personally do you think they'll announce?
No,
shut up, Andy's take. I do honestly think it's Medieval 3. If they had to announce one, I think it's going to be Medieval 3. That's what the stars have been aligning towards. But of course, I've got no idea. It could be literally anything. You're playing for Troy Remastered.
3K2, no. China, sure. Something about it.
Let's catch up with it.
Because you guys are my stakeholders. Total World Legos. Yeah, I see a lot of people have talked about this lately, just for fun, of course. It's never going to happen. Honestly.
Wow, Total War Legos, I think they're talking about. Not for me. Although I do like Lego. Right, who else am I subscribed to that's streaming this? We might as well spy on people whilst we're here. New Teutonica.
Command
Is he?
is genuinely a good game, and
Right.
then literally like I think it was maybe 14 hours ago, Vaughn and I were sitting in a Discord call and we were talking about Master of Command, and I was like, this game is so shit, it looks shit.
Oh no!
It looks
Oh
like it's so shit.
no! Wait.
And then I read
I
this
think that's
guy saying
pixelated
it's
Apollo.
genuinely a good game, and then I think about the video about Mr. Smart Donkey saying Warhammer 3 was genuinely a good game, and I'm like, all right, I gotta comment just because if you already bought the game, I feel bad, but if you didn't, I was like, hopefully he reads this comment and doesn't play it.
Yeah, genuinely was a good laugh for a while there. A few years ago, like 2021 or something. Well, that was a hell of a meme.
Goodness.
That was a good time.
That sucks. I
Yeah.
was kind of hoping that it was good because he's one of us, right? The dude who makes that game, he's one of us. Or like.
Well, you can say, you know, all this kind of stuff, and you can, but like unless you put it into practice, right? Like I would have never ever released Master of Command the way it is,
Oh.
and because again, the main thing is because it's even.
Alright, I've had enough of listening to other people. Let's go back to the main event, wherever it is. There we are. 6.2 thousand viewers. Do we give it a like? Do we give it a like or a dislike? You know what? I'm not going to decide yet. We'll see how it goes. Spy on MELKOR. Don't spy on me. There's nothing interesting happening in this stream. It's just me sat here milking you all for money. That's basically it. Speaking of which, I lost my job today. And that's not a joke, I actually did. I quit. I got a new job at McDonald's. We can full screen it. New job at McDonald's. I had my first shift today. And I hated it. It was horrible. Alright, don't get me wrong. I do like my hard work. It's not because I'm lazy, although I am lazy, but that's not the reason why. I've worked retail before and loved it. I've worked in schools before and loved it. But McDonald's is a whole other level. I just couldn't do it. I broke down. And I was like, I know I'm halfway through my first shift, my training shift, but I'm sorry I can't do it. And I just had to quit then and there. They were lovely about it though, but I just couldn't do it. Fast food, total war. Yeah, let's stream some Overcooked after this. Yeah. Such a shame though. Oh well. We'll figure something out. That's the first job I've ever left. I didn't even make it one shift. Yeah, exactly. Too overstimulating and too much social stuff. Hopefully new engine plus Medieval 3. I do agree with the new engine tech. I know some people disagree with that. I know Volland would rip my head off if he heard me say that, but is it Volland who's against the new engine Dolphin maybe? I don't know. Welcome Sirianus to the stream. Fake news without the fez. I'm not putting the fez on, but it's over there. I think you can see it in my background, yeah. What was I on about? I don't know. I've just finished a day of work. Like, I'm gonna be a bit slow. Please forgive me if I'm not super interested in MELKOR today. Oh yeah. So about the new engine. Some people say they don't need a new engine, but just need to improve the current one. I disagree. I think sometimes you just need to burn it to the ground and start over. By the way, this is not my chat, this is Total War's chat, with their 6,000 viewers. I mean, it's quite obvious with the speed that it's going at, but, you know, we do have some idiots here. Speaking of idiots, welcome Drumstick to the stream. Better be a different start date if they do Medieval 3. Ooh, what start dates do we want to see? I'm trying to care, but to be honest, I don't really care much about Medieval 3. I care in the sense that I'm going to make money out of it, so it makes it easier to milk you all if it is Medieval 3, but beyond that, I don't care on a personal level. The only reason I will buy this game is if I can milk something out of you. I'd like to see a late medieval though. Well, not too late, more like 1200 era, like a 1212 time. You know, so we actually get to see some cool fancy armour. But I think they'll probably continue it from Thrones, so it'll probably be like 1066. And remember everyone, do not buy it. Do not buy it, do not pre-order it. Whatever happens, well, maybe buy it after it releases if you like it, and if the reviews are good. But until then, do not care. That is my advice. Not that you need to hear that from me, you can tell that by experience at this point. You would kill for the fall of the samurai style warfare. That could be good. Or even just take fall of the samurai gameplay mechanics, improve on it a bit of course, and then just, I don't know, Empire 3 or something. I'd be happy with that. To be honest, I don't really... Do we care much about the era? Do we care about the era? Like, are you sat here thinking, if it's Medieval 3, I'll get it, but if it's Rome 3 or Empire 2, I'm not going to bother? Are people thinking that, or do people not really care about the era? It's just going to be Warhammer 4, we're getting a fantasy game and a historical game. So yeah, it might actually be Warhammer 4 and Warhammer 5. They might try to make Warhammer historical, knowing CA. You can't trust them for anything. I think a Rise of Islam Total War would be cool. I would be down for that. I don't know anything about it at all. Wait until it goes on sale exactly, Drumstick, exactly. No pre-orders, exactly. Oh, it's giving me such Shining vibes, this music. Napoleon 2, I would be down for Napoleon 2. And World War 1 as well, but, you know, those are the topics I study, so of course I'll be biased towards them. Medieval 2 remastered, if I went for it, alright, sure. Just make it good. Dragon here, I do care about the era, but I don't really trust Creative Assembly. I think I'm in a similar boat. And please don't be, oh, imagine if it's Three Kingdoms 2. Oh, that would be an instant dislike from me. On Creative Assembly, yeah, I like that. They have no creativity left. You think it's going to be Med 2 Remaster and Warhammer 4? I think it's Warhammer 40k and Medieval 3, if I had to bet. They might even throw in a Saga in there. But I hope not, I hope that... I think someone said Sagas are dead. I don't know who it was. But I really hope they are. Is there anyone else you watching streaming this? By the way, just curious. Anyone watching Andy's Take? Anyone watching Legend of Total War? Ooh, Legend of Total War, 7k viewers. Good on him. Have I liked his stream? Yeah, I have. Oh, you can really see his bald spot now as well, Legend. Yeah, you might want to get that fixed. get back to my chat now. Rome Remastered 2. I'd love a Rome 3. That would be interesting, Rome 3. Italian Wars, Franco-Prussian War, all good ideas. Although I think there might be more expansions of like a Renaissance or Empire 2 or whatever. I don't know if you can make a whole game out of the Franco-Prussian War. World War 1 or World War 2. I'm down for World War 1. World War 2 would be interesting. Oh, did you hear that? Poof! I had some nasty diarrhea this morning. Benjamin, you are banned forever. Look at your bald spot, he says. Yep, you're banned forever. I've tried getting some minoxidil. It's meant to be like a cream that you rub on your bald spot, and it's meant to heal the bald spot a bit. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I've got it. Medieval 3 with Crusader States locked behind DLC, but yeah, it probably will be. And just to be clear, I might be like, oh, Medieval 3, yeah, today. That doesn't mean I'm actually excited for the game. Like, a part of me is, I don't want to say faking excitement, because I don't think that's the case, but a part of me is trying to be optimistic today. I'm trying to get my hopes up a bit, just for today, but don't worry. I'll absolutely trash it the moment we get the news. Because it probably is going to be trash, and I will trash it. If it's not trash, of course I'll give it its deserved praise. But yeah, just because you might see me react positively today, don't pre-order it. Exactly, random stuff. MELKOR does not have a bald spot. It's a place where the hair is afraid to grow because of MELKOR's level of dread. If I could make you a mod again, I would, but sadly you're already a mod. Russian Civil War. That would be interesting. Lots of crazy factions. What if it's Alexander? I would be interested in Alexander. I made a video a while back on how they could do it. Dora the Explorer Total War. Sure, whatever at this point. At this point, can it get worse than Warhammer 40k? I'm joking to the Warhammer fans. All 0 of you that are in my chat. Oh, I need a poo. I always want, like, you know, Legend of Total War to be out there and think, who else is streaming this? Let's check out MELKOR. MELKOR's a good guy. You'll like this MELKOR guy. Loads into my stream, my stream, to all his views, and it's just me there going, oh god, I need a poo. Instantly clicks off. Never been so anxious in my entire life, says Frenchie. Alright then, Benjamin, I forgive you. Just never acknowledge my bald spot again. SpongeBob Total War, I would be down. I was SpongeBob earlier today, at McDonald's, flipping those burgers over. You don't actually flip the burgers, but I was working with the burgers. So yeah, not many people can say they were SpongeBob today. But I can. Right, let's see how everyone else is doing. I'm surprised Terminator's not streaming it. Hey, hold on a minute. Let's get. Oops. What am I doing? I keep getting my hotkeys mixed up. So it's. Right, so it's 2 to intermission. Right. 2 to intermission. Good to know. Let's. Just want to get something up there.
I don't know how. I don't know if he actually.
I just call him Nazmor.
That is
Nazmur,
what it
okay.
is. That is what it is, though. Oh, shit.
Alright, Nazmur. There
What
you
does it
go.
mean?
That's first.
What does it mean? How'd you know?
Me?
Yeah, how'd you know that's where it is?
Well, because he just said it. Jake just said it. Jake just said
What?
it was NSAMR.
Oh,
Or whatever.
NASMR.
And yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I didn't.
Alright.
I didn't have some foresight into that. Why? What is it? Is it an inside joke?
I thought you meant it was a
No.
reference, and I was
The
like,
sheds.
What does it mean?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
tell me. Well, yeah. Well, back to my previous statement. I am drinking because one.
Is that Volland? This is new Teutonica. I think Volland's in his chat. Yeah, he's talking with Volland and some guy called
This is
Jake
where
the
some
Ripper.
balls.
I just wanted to point out
At
we're
least
both
we
wearing
can watch them
shirts.
burn together,
Yeah,
you know?
together. Look at
That's,
this. This is the best thing.
I think I heard Pixelated Apollo on them earlier as well. I could be wrong. Volland probably done a hate the announcement. I wouldn't be surprised. Still am, it's total war. Alright, when it starts, do you want it in full screen? Or do you want the chat up on the top right? Let me know, do you want the chat up so we can see what everyone's saying? Or do we want it full screen? Do we want everybody's reaction basically playing on the side so we can see if people are booing it or cheering for it? I don't know, it's up to you, I don't care either way. I get paid no matter what. Although you could donate whilst you're commenting as well. Keep the chat with chat. Oh wow, I'm surprised. I thought people would want it full screen. Keep chat, yeah, okay, wow, okay then. You want my face cam to be full screen? Sure. We'll do it like this for the entire reveal. No, imagine. We're on 53 viewers. Anywhere else I can share this to bump me up a bit. What about the Rome Total War server? Yeah, I could plonk it in there. There we go. Now... Oh, what's it doing? It's done it weird. Plonk it in there. Whoa! So replace the link. There we are. I think it's about to start. Yeah, it's almost there. Let's just refresh it to make sure it's going to run okay. Alright, so far, 20k viewers. 1.9k likes, 11 dislikes. You can't merely trust for dislike. Oh, that could be incorrect. Because it doesn't merely calculate it. Alright then, here we go. Hype, hype, hype. What's the betting bear stream crashes? Pharaoh 2, let's go. I'm getting a bit chilly now. Why is it getting cold now? Alright, here we go. I bet it's Medieval 3. I should have made a bingo card.
Okay. Set and action.
Whoa, that's some good graphics.
Hello everyone, and
It looks
welcome to
realistic.
the Total War Anniversary Showcase.
I will be talking through most of this, by the way, throwing my absolutely hilarious commentary, which I'm sure you will all appreciate. And remember, don't pre-order anything. Look at the graphics. Yeah, I mean, his bald head looked so realistic. He almost looked like a bald person. There's no clues in there, I don't think.
I'm Steve Coleman, Senior Community Manager across the Total War franchise. On behalf of everyone at Creative Assembly, we're thrilled to be here with you today to celebrate one truly monumental milestone, the 25th anniversary of this iconic strategy franchise. Throughout this year, we've been celebrating the legacy of Total War by shining a spotlight on the games that we've released since the year 2000. But today, we look forward to the future and the exciting next generation for the franchise. This showcase is your front row seat to everything we've been eagerly building behind the scenes. Across fantasy and historical Total War, we're working on a range of projects that span different eras, styles, and stages of development.
Don't forget to donate.
We get to share them with you. Whether it's long-awaited updates, bold new ideas, or
Bold.
glimpses into
Do you
the
get it?
future of Total War, there's something here for every kind of strategist. So without further ado, let's jump into things with a quick message from a true veteran of the studio. Someone
Oh,
who's had a part to
get on
play
with
in
it.
almost every Total War game.
He's actually a nice guy. I spoke with him once
I
online.
first walked through the doors of Creative Assembly in November 1999, hoping to land my next role in game development. Little did I know that during my interview, I would be shown an early glimpse of Shogun Total War. Over 25 years later, you've conquered history's most pivotal eras.
Yeah, exactly. Donate to MELKOR for Empire 2.
And establishing empires at the dawn.
If you want me to turn the volume up, I can, just let me know.
Dimensions into one of fantasy's most iconic settings, conquering the vast Warhammer world with legendary warriors and conflicts that defy reality. Thanks to your support, we get to continue pushing the boundaries of what Total War is capable of. So whether you're a fan of our history or
The vid is quite high.
our aim is and has forever remained the same, ensuring everyone playing our games is excited.
I think it's as loud as it can go, unfortunately. I can turn myself down a bit.
To begin the celebrations
Right,
with an
that
early
might be
look
better.
at
Now we
what's
can
to
turn
come
everything
in
up.
Total War Warhammer.
Alright, don't worry, but just talk about Warhammer, I think.
This isn't just another update. It's the end of the world.
He's back. And this time, he's more determined than ever.
Is it Gandhi?
Growing up, Warhammer
Gandhi's
was
back.
easily one of my favourite pastimes. I fondly remember buying countless copies of White Dwarf, reading the battle reports within, and dreaming of what I might buy from the mailer.
Alright, there's meant to be something historical.
Like
Let them
me,
talk
many of
about
my
the
teammates
rubbish
at Creative Assembly share the same deep love for Warhammer and the hobby that surrounds it. And nearly 10 years into developing content for this incredible series, the excitement is as strong as ever. Each new character, faction or creature we work on brings fresh energy to the team.
And
The
the
diversity of the
total
launch
bomb.
was that every faction is distinct
yeah,
in its design,
that's what's got to be
filled with
next.
rich stories and larger-than-life personalities. It's that variety and
Move
depth
on, I wish
that
I
keeps the
could.
project exciting for us, and it continues to be an amazing world to help bring to life.
We know
When we
they're
first
going to do a
set out to
Warhammer
develop
4,
this series,
but
our
we're
aim
getting a
was to do something
historical
that
as
no
well,
other Warhammer game had done
apparently.
before. To create a definitive strategy game
I
experience.
thought they'd start with the
that spanned
historical
four
part,
corners of
but,
this amazing
well.
fantasy world, with the aim of including as much of Games Workshop's iconic lore, characters, creatures, and key events as possible. It's certainly been a journey of a lifetime for us, one that
You were
we've loved
joking when you
sharing
said
with you,
Warhammer 4?
and hearing
I'm
your
not joking, I
experiences of
think it's a
forging
thing.
empires,
Or
felling
Warhammer
enemies,
40k,
and
another
venturing to the
Warhammer.
darkest corners of the Warhammer world. But we aren't ready for it to end just
DLC
yet.
for Fair.
Next year, we need you to join the forces of Order, Chaos, or the Undead.
Oh yeah,
For a
they
war
do
that will
need
determine
you,
the
they're
fate of this
struggling
world.
financially. When it says we need you, they do need you. Now I've got to focus on the chat, what are they saying? All I saw was Daddy.
The great work can begin.
Bomb it. Too much fluff. I do agree, it's like, get on.
Rise, my mortars.
I mean, I don't think they're overdoing it, to be honest. There you are, Warhammer 3 fans, there's your stuff.
Come to me and witness my ascension. The world is ending, and I shall reign over oblivion. Come to me, and for eternity,
Oh, I love doing that.
Citra does not serve. Citra rules. So be it. I have death in
Oh, they're still going on about the Warhammer 3 DLC.
this world will kneel.
Nice comment, member and stuff. I doubt we'll get naval battles, I agree. I don't think we're getting any naval battles. But it'd be nice if we did. There's a lot of F's in the chat there from Total
That's right.
War. And
Nagash
they're
has
mostly
arisen,
Warhammer
and he's
guys.
bringing the apocalypse with him. He and his undead legions are finally invading Total War Warhammer in summer 2026 with the Lords of the End Times back.
Oh, that's a
And
lot
he's
of
not
F's.
coming alone either.
People aren't
Three
happy.
other iconic legendary lords from the End Times will be joining the fight, along with terrifying new units, devastating mechanics, and lore-inspired objectives. And yes, we've got a brand new free legendary lord for everyone to enjoy.
The chat is
For those who
hilarious,
don't
yeah.
know, the End Times is basically the Warhammer Apocalypse, and it's the ultimate
I like
battle
his
between the
beard.
forces of good and evil. During this event, Archaon the Ever-Chosen leads the forces of chaos in a final assault to destroy the world. But as the forces of destruction rise, legendary heroes and factions from across the world form uneasy alliances to resist annihilation. And as we announced
You want a
earlier this year,
scorpion to get
Warhammer
stabbed
1
as
and
an
2 owners
introduction
can
to
also
Medieval
join in on
3.
the action, as Immortal
Don't you want
Empires
the
is now
scorpion
accessible
pushing
to
its
all
own
players who
poo
own
up a
one
hill,
of the games from the trilogy.
like Pharaoh had?
We're incredibly excited for our players to experience this content as we celebrate an amazing 10 years of working on this game. Whether you're a veteran or returning after time away, there's never been a better moment to dive in. This isn't just another update, it's the end of the world.
Alright, here we go.
Nagash
Nope.
isn't just a villain, he is the king of the undead. This is the ancient evil who turned Nehekara into a lifeless
Early
desert
April
to claim
Fools.
dominion over the dead. His first attempt to extend that desert to the entire world failed, but he is back. And this time,
You've
he is
mentioned
more
poo twice
determined
now.
than
I
ever.
think it's probably my third
To
or
bring
fourth,
that
to be
presence
honest.
to life, we focused on making him feel truly imposing. As the greatest of all necromancers and wizards,
I've also talked
he's a
about
figure
Diarrhea
above
as well. Does
politics
that
and
count?
mortal
I don't know.
concerns. He does not need to motivate anyone. He simply states what will happen. His goal from the beginning is clear: to turn the world into a land of the dead. His undead corruption spreads relentlessly as he claims lost power, seizing the Black Pyramid, gathering his scattered books, and raising armies that stir simply from his presence. And he doesn't come alone. Nagash
MELKOR
can
is
summon
talking
his
about poo.
mortars
You know what?
by
I can shut
luring
up
them
a bit.
from other factions.
Like, we don't
Arthur the
need to
Black,
edit
for
stuff.
example.
What was that? MELKOR is talking about poo, and his chat is still happier than CA's chat. I did a really good poo last week, though, by the way. You know, a super satisfying one, where it all just... it's all gone, and you don't even have to do much cleanup afterwards. Oh, I love those. That's how meh I feel about it. Did you know the word meh actually comes from a Simpsons episode? That was its first ever usage. Google it. Yeah, we're still on Warhammer 3 DLC. This is not how you start hype for a new CA game. I agree, just start with something big.
A colossal wall
Turn it back up.
construct that
Alright.
stomps and flies across the battlefield
I
like
just wanted
a
to say
walking
some stuff.
apocalypse. With all this in
I don't
mind,
like talking over them
Nagash's
too
goal
much.
remains unchanged. He
I
seeks to
could just
reclaim
take my
enough
earphones
power
out, so then
to
it's
choke the life from the
it's
world
like she's not
itself,
talking for me. I should have
binding
probably done it
all
like
undead
that.
to his will in a single,
What
world-ending
number
ritual,
was
as
it
is
on
his
the
grand
Bristol
design.
stool chat? I've got no idea what you're on
Bringing the
about.
end times to Total War Warhammer meant more than
Oh,
adding
I'm
new
assuming
content.
you've talked about
It meant
that too.
reshaping the very
I'm not
fabric
too
of the
familiar
campaign map
with
to reflect the devastation unleashed by a host
the
of
measurements.
apocalyptic events. Depending on their choices, players will witness a Warhammer world transformed. Lush meadows now drawn in molten rivers from volcanic eruptions.
Oh, the Simpsons right
Earthquakes
from
split the
somebody
land
else.
into
Ah,
colossal
poo.
fissures, rendering cities into ruins beyond repair.
Well, the Simpsons
Craters from
popularised it.
warp-fueled
We'll
meteors
go with
scar the terrain, and entire continents may be left barren. The campaign map has never felt so apocalyptic and alive, and we're thrilled for players to shape their own vision of it. Of course, such devastation means new battlefields. Our team has crafted epic new maps to reflect the chaos. Players can expect battles fought within the sunken ground of an earthquake fissure, with lava pouring from all sides, fighting at the very edge of an erupting volcano, or in giant craters created from warpstone meteor showers. It's nothing
MELKOR will
short of
start
the
his
monumental
76th
destruction only the
Brutii
end times
campaign.
could bring.
How many Brutii
We've really
campaigns have I
tried to make
done?
these key moments in the lore as
I can
immersive to
think of
play
about
through as possible.
8 of them.
One of the
from
most
memory.
haunting new settlement locations
A lot of
is
them modded.
Nagashazar,
Yeah,
the
it
dread
must be
fortress of
definitely double
Nagash
figure
himself.
stuff.
With its towering necromantic architecture, glowing skulls, and eerie green witchlight, it's a place where death reigns.
I've been talking
eternal.
about new maps.
The
I've
environment
completely
team have poured
zoned
their
out, by the
passion
way.
into crafting
I'm not
a map
listening
that
to what they're
feels
saying.
otherworldly. So let's take a brief look at it in action.
This world dies.
Oh, new game. No. Are they still on the DLC?
Let chaos claim it.
Half the CA chat has already left. Wait, actually, what is the view count? Has it gone down? Let me check the view and like counts.
Allowed chasms to bleed.
No, it's gone up. I can't see the dislikes.
Life failed it.
I'm watching Legend stream now. He doesn't look that interested. Maybe he is, but just looking at his face, he doesn't look hyped for it. And he's my go-to judge when it comes to Warhammer.
Domain.
We get Warhammer 4 before GTA 6.
Hello there.
I'm Lore Master of Sotek. You may be familiar with me from a Twitch and YouTube channel and
Scammer. Ooh, woof. That was a deep one in my throat there. I don't want to listen to this guy. You know what?
joined by
if people want to
Rich,
listen to
Victor, and Todor, who you are likely familiar with at this point. And today we're going to be chatting about the Lords
what do you think
of
of
the End
EU5?
Times.
I asked them
to
for
start
a
us
free
off,
copy and they didn't give me
is
one.
this really
So,
the end
until I get a free
for
copy, I
Total War
hate it.
Warhammer? Like, is this the final thing, which a lot of
No,
people
I
have
might get it
feared is going to be
I'm
the
not
case?
buying it
No,
right now for its
absolutely
full
not.
price.
This is just a moment in the Warhammer lifetime, and there's going to be more content still to
but I
come
might get it
after
on
this, I'm
sale.
pleased to say.
I do
Excellent.
definitely
That
want to
is what
play.
I very much like to hear. So, getting into the actual content itself.
Yeah, the problem is I don't
what
upload enough
the End
anymore,
Times going to
so
be
I don't
bringing to
get
the
the free
game
stuff.
that's going to change our experiences? For people that are familiar with Immortal Empires and have played hundreds of campaigns, what
keep
is
turning
the
it down.
End
I
Times
turned it back up,
specifically going to be doing to
Yeah, it's on its
shake
highest
up
it
the
can go.
experience?
So, first of all, we're bringing a set of characters.
I've just taken
One of
the
them
things out
we'll
of my
discuss
ears
a bit
now
later
because I don't want to
here,
listen to this.
and there is another significant
Lore Master
update that
of
comes to
Hypocrisy.
the Immortal Empires that aims to bring the End Times to your campaign while respecting the rules of the sandbox.
Depending on if you
So
switch
what we
into someone
want
else's
to
stream, yeah,
try
sure.
and achieve is make the later stages of your campaign more interesting, like keep the choices impactful,
I mean, I've turned it down
keep the
once.
stakes
What do you want me
high,
to do?
and
Just to
we're
shut
doing
that guy
that
up
by
for 5
introducing end-time
If you want to
scenarios,
watch the Warhammer
which
stuff, why
you
are
might
you
think
on
are
my
a bit
channel?
like the current existing crisis,
You're
but
on the
they're
wrong channel
different
anyway.
from them in various ways. Like, for
You're
example,
up in
an
MELKOR
end-time
South
scenario
side.
comes in phases.
Why do you
So
use
there will
light
be a
modes?
build
Because
up,
I like it.
there will be phases of
And
actions,
when you wear
and
shades,
at the
it
end
helps.
there is a
To me, it's
culmination
dark
battle.
mode.
Well, the entire scenario is resolved, and you might be able to overcome the challenge, the end times. You might be able to survive, or you might fail, and you might have to
No,
live
it's
with
not
the
the end of
consequences.
Warhammer. I
or
should probably
not live at
listen
all.
to this.
An example of such a end-time scenario is related to the most powerful necromancer in the world, who at some point might
Chinese
suddenly
story.
decide that he
What does this chap
wants
think?
to
L,
exert
L,
his
L.
will
Oh, that's not
over
good.
every
Medieval 3,
everything that has died.
thumbs
but to do
down,
that,
eyes.
he needs to
Ooh.
make everyone dead. So this is something that you need to
Not good so
face
far.
and overcome. In addition to that, there are some
Boring,
significant
I saw.
changes while
I kind
the
of
end-time
agree so
scenario
far.
takes place to the visuals of the campaign and in battle, and
I
also to
hate
the audio. So you will have all this different atmosphere related to Nagash or perhaps Archeon.
Speaking of that particular big man himself, while today we are going to be celebrating quite a bit and giving the great necromancer his due, as he always deserves, ultimately he's kind of
YouTuber that leaves
interrupting
positive
someone
reviews
else's
and
party,
took
which
money
is the
from the
one that
Creative
kicks off
Assembly
the
for
end
a
times
totally
and ends up ending it.
different
Archeon himself, is there going to be anything new, anything
I
exciting
will
that
give
fans of
50
Archeon
million
can be
to
looking
anyone
forward
who
to
can
with the end
spot a
times?
positive reaction.
I must admit, while
Ooh.
I admire Nagash,
Right,
Archeon is truly the closest one to my heart,
there,
and I
there,
love
I saw
playing
one.
campaigns
There's
with
a
him
crown,
and uniting
and
the forces of chaos.
this guy is
raining destruction
putting his
upon the
yeah.
hapless rest of
There
the
we go.
world.
You now owe me
So
50
we
million.
are doing new things for Archeon.
But I'll
One of
accept a
those
£50
is we're
super
trying to
chat.
refresh his entire experience by introducing a narrative feature that aims to put the player into the shoes and boots and mount of the 13th ever chosen. So this will be the story of
I
how
think the
you
next
as
Warhammer's
Archeon
gonna
in
be
your campaign
40K.
will bring about
That's what
the
most
end
people
times.
talk about.
And in
You
addition to
legit
that,
zoned out.
we
So did I.
really want to update
I think so did
visuals
everyone.
of
So did
Archeon's
the
model,
chat
so
of Warhammer
he's,
fans,
you know,
it seems.
he receives the proper visual quality that the 13th ever
Historical
chosen
will
deserves.
be India Total
Well, it's
War.
excellent to know that
I
Archeon's
love
dressing up for the occasion. He needs to. It's,
I don't mind them
technically,
doing
it's
Mongol
his
Total
affair. He
War,
needs to
and
look
India
the part,
is
so
a
that's
part of
great.
it, but I just...
But ultimately, we're not really
I don't
here
know
to
enough
talk
about
about him.
India,
As much as we all love him, he's a bit old news. We're here for the big man, the big, great necromancer himself, the father of all of our favorite
he's still
undead.
talking.
What is Nagash gonna be doing for Total War? What is, oh my goodness, what is he going to be bringing to the game? Clearly, a lot of teal and destruction and death from the looks of things.
Nagash is the supreme
I
lord
like
of
his
undead,
beard.
and he
I
will
like
be
the
the
beard.
ultimate necromancer in our game.
Not
He's
his.
all about power,
The
dark,
triple beard there, the
forbidden,
guy on the right, the
lost
bald
and
guy.
reclaimed. power to end the world. In battle, he will also be able to command a vast roster of different undead units from the currently existing ones and some new ones specifically unique to him. And on the campaign map, he will spread death across the land. He's not interested in conquest. He wants to reshape the world in his image, making it a lifeless desert. This is his ambition to rule over everything, because this way they're obedient and subservient to him. And we want to give this power fantasy to the player. It's not that you are the hero in this case, you are the end, and this is the power fantasy drenched in the dark tone of Warhammer. When playing with Nagash, you will be having these mechanics that allow you to...
He's getting a lot of donations, though.
Over where vibrant jungles used to be, and the change is permanent there. So this is how we imagine Nagash to be.
Permanent? Oh, okay.
Well, if you defeat the faction like in totality, you'll be able to revert some of that.
Sounds pretty difficult to get rid of, but such is the power.
Do we get
of
new
Nagash.
historical
But
title?
as
Eventually, yes.
A powerful wizard.
Apparently.
Is there going to be anything special magic-wise?
You're out. This is putting you to sleep. That's
maybe
fine.
something new?
Yes. He comes with his own spell lore, inspired
Come
by
back
the
in about
tabletop,
10 minutes,
and there'll be
they'll talk about
spells that
something
are all
eventually.
unique to him, and we'll be making them in a way that plays in the spirit of Total War. So not a direct translation, but inspired, and certainly the flavor.
You know, maybe I should sleep as
So,
well in spirit of
we hear a
everything
lot
else.
from beloved and very trustworthy naysayer Manfred von Karstein that Nagash is weak. He's been saying that for years at this point. What is Nagash going to be bringing to the game that sets him apart from our other undead, our vampire counts, Tomb Kings, etc.?
So I can
give you one thing.
So I can guess we assume Melkor is coming back to
just
Total
mentioned
War
together.
now.
So he's going to be in command of the Vampire Counts, the Vampire
right.
Coast.
If
and
it's
the Tomb
Medieval
Kings.
3
He is the proper
and it's going to be
puppet master
like
of-
released
of-
in
of
March
them
or
all, which I think
something,
is gonna be
I'll
a
come back,
lovely,
I'll cover it.
now
I'm not
that's
doing
what we all
full-time
enjoyed
daily
with
videos, but I'll
Warhammer
cover
in the past, having control of all of
If
this.
it's any
undead.
type of
He's also
decent
then,
looking
as we were talking
historical,
about
I'll
before,
cover it.
having that
Even if it's
corruption
bad,
element,
which
where
okay,
once
it
he's
will be bad.
seeded himself
Even if it
into
is
this
bad,
world,
I will be
he's going to
covering
kill everything off, and
But I
nothing's
won't be
gonna be able to
doing
come back
full-time
from it.
coverage.
So
like,
he's going to be super
you know,
excited to play.
the moment the news
That
comes
is
out,
pretty
I'm on it.
exciting, but while Nagash, he always stands above the great
So, yeah, it
god
depends what you
of
mean by
death.
back.
He does have to delegate to somebody.
Ooh.
Is there any
I've got some
other
nice
kind of
wins today.
features or minions or anyone that what is he going to be relying upon to bring the
You vote
world
for 40k
to
instead
ultimate
of the
silence?
DLC for Warhammer. I think they're still didn't announce 40k.
First of all, it's important to say that
I don't think
unlike
they're done yet.
other undead factions that are comprised of different characters with different complicated relations, Nagash's faction is Nagash. His race is
I
Nagash.
agree,
Everything
Piggy.
revolves around Nagash and his will and his
I don't like
ultimate
that guy.
ambition to dominate over a dead world. In order to achieve that, he relies on his corruption. He relies over all the variety of undead units that he has under his command. He also relies on the presence of the Black Pyramid, both on the campaign and in battle. You will witness and you will command the Black
This is the
Pyramid
most you've
around
ever
the
listened
world.
to someone talk
And
about
in
Warhammer.
addition
Just
to
do what I
that,
do.
He has
Take my
also,
earphones out. I don't have to listen to it.
relies and demands.
Oh, but then you
support
can't
of
hear
his
me.
Mortarks.
But then if I turn the volume
Or
down
these
completely,
special
that
characters that
one
are
Warhammer fan in
obedient to
here
him
will
and serve
complain.
his will. And in the game, we're representing, I believe, all of them, Victor?
All 9 of them, the ones that were present in the End Times books.
So the canon ones, very fun.
The canon ones, so you can expect that when you play Nagash, they'll be doing their own things that are currently in Total War, those of them that are already there. And in time, when you grow strong enough, you'll be able to exert your will and call them to you. You will be able to choose in what sequence you, in what order you summon them. Some will be easier, some will be harder to dominate, and you'll be able to make them stronger in the process.
I mean,
like when they become
what's on his
lieutenants, they don't do it out of
That guy there.
you know, pure
What's on his
admiration.
shirt?
Some of them do, like Arkham.
It looks
But others
medieval.
are just tempted by power.
Is that a
so when they
Thrones
become
of
mortals,
Britannia
they
merchandise
will
shirt?
receive
Oh
new
yeah, it's Thrones of Britannia.
abilities,
It looks medieval. I thought it might be medieval 3, but no, it's just Thrones.
Allow them to ride into
Imagine
battle.
that he was wearing
And,
medieval 3
they'll also, like,
merchandise
when they
throughout
join
this
you,
entire
they'll be,
thing.
like, bringing their
That would have
lance
been
with you,
cool.
so to speak, but you'll be draining them of life in the way Nagash does with everything.
Guy on the top right looks
coming
like
with a
Walter
proper upgrade for those Mortarks, which is very exciting, and probably some goodies I imagine the other undead will be looking to as well when it makes sense.
Absolutely, we can expect that all these new toys that we're adding.
It's amazing. The one guy that I've
where
invited
appropriate
on the
will
show
be receiving
is the one
all
guy that
other
it
factions
seems
like
is
vampire
paid
counts
to
will
be
be receiving
positive.
access to them.
That's all really
And he is
exciting.
always
I can't
positive
wait
and
to just
never seems
collect
to
the
criticise
full set of
CF
them
or
for those of us that
anything.
have that kind of completionist
And
itch.
he's the one
There's
guy
something
that they
very
have
nice about having that
on the show.
full little
Wow.
grouping under
What-
Nagash's
what
claw.
are the odds in
But
that?
speaking of other just exciting things that are going to be happening with the end times and
Those
or
are the
Nagash,
kind of merch
what would you
exists.
say
Yeah,
for
it
you
does.
personally is going to be the most exciting thing that's coming with all of this exciting new DLC and content?
Well, one itch I've been wanting to scratch is to get the Realm of Chaos battlefields actually into Immortal Empires. As you know, they don't feature within that map at the moment. So this is a new way in which we want you to experience those larger-than-life,
Imagine it
colourful
said Thrones of
battlefields that
Britannia
the Realms of
remastered.
Chaos each have. And there'll be ways for you to transport yourself to those battlefields, to have those epic battles with the adversaries of the demons and the light, and have a lot of fun there and bring much more life and flair to Immortal Empires.
So having those maps where we're fighting in the realm of Slanesh and
Yeah.
Nurgle and all those horrible
can't
but
listen to
so
this guy.
beloved dark
It's like
gods.
the annoying thing is,
Well, just
I
to
can't click off
build
of
up
it
a bit on that,
because I know
for me as a
something
player,
interesting is
like,
going to come.
some of the best
It might
Battlefield
not be a
maps
good
we've done
game,
is
but it's going to be
in
an
the Realm of
interesting
Chaos, and now that
announcement.
Immortal Empires have become the definitive way
So
to
I've got to
experience
watch
Total
through
War
all
Warhammer.
this
I'm
rubbish.
kind of missing
It's like
that also.
watching
I'm
anything
glad
American.
we're adding them in.
Robot
For me
Wars or
personally,
whatever
the
it
big
is, you've
thing
got to
with
listen
this
to all the blah, blah,
DLC
blah
is
talk
cataclysmic events,
before you
or
actually
what we
get to
internally call
robots killing each
devastation,
other.
which you can see.
This sucks.
around.
I
Is that
agree.
why Lustria and
Don't
everything
leave
is
my screen
burning and
on.
on fire
I
horribly?
This we wanted to show the change in the world in a visual way that is more dramatic than what we currently can do with just corruption. You know, corruption changes a bit the
20 minutes on
environment,
this
but
still
not to this extent. So we'd like, with 10 times scenario,
Oh.
for really truly epic, apocalyptic things to happen, like
What are the
volcanoes
other two
erupting,
YouTubers I'm watching
fissures
talking
opening
about?
up, like bottomless chasms, and meteors falling down, splintered from the Chaos Moon. And we would like that to change the campaign map rather permanently, and to provide different gameplay there once that change happens. For certain, it will be triggered in some cases by the game. In some instances, the AI factions will be able
Right,
to
Sandy's
wield
Tech
it like
is
a
actually
super
talking
weapon.
about stuff
In
and
some
seems
cases, the
engaged
player
with it.
themselves will be able to use them, but like there'll be examples in the lore we'd like to really
Yeah,
show
and
visually.
new Teutonic,
And also with music, we're writing bespoke music for
Screaming
those
with Holland there,
events. Like
of course,
when a certain
having
endgame
a-
scenario happens,
a few
you,
laughs, it
as a
sounds
player,
like.
will know you're in this moment that things are changing. Like the visuals of the campaign map will change, the mood there, the music, and just the color palette and the special effects around the campaign map will be different. And also,
What
in the
even
battle
is,
maps,
there's
there
no
are different
idea anymore.
skyboxes,
I've
like
got
when the
no idea
Chaos
what they're
Moon
on
war
about,
sleeve
but it's
is
not good.
hanging low, close to the world. You'll be able to see that on battle maps, and all these new images and visuals. We hope to really
What
show
time is it?
the end times.
Yeah, we got
Alright, they're
lava
30 minutes in,
wildfires and
and they're still on the
craters and
DLC.
pits, and so this will be affecting actual game. It's not just cosmetic. This will be affecting actual gameplay on the campaign.
Yes,
and
yes.
stuff.
On the campaign map, the provinces will work in a different way after a cataclysmic event has happened to them, and there will be also different battle maps.
Z, 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 Z,
I'm
Z,
okay
Z,
with
Z,
that.
I saw an
Oh,
L. People aren't happy.
Realms of Chaos
People are
battlefields
bored.
and Devastation is cool.
And
I really
these are
admire it.
mostly Warhammer guys,
What
I
I'm
think.
most excited about personally is
So that says a
the narrative chains
What an
that we're
absolute
preparing
fail.
for the new lords we're introducing. and
DLC
also
free.
some of the existing lords.
Nah, I
to
don't
be
think so.
perfectly frank.
Boring.
And I'm really, really curious and excited as a Total War player to see how we will be able to tell the story of Nagash's
the
rise
chap.
to power,
I'm happy we
his
got the
domination
chap.
over the world, while still retaining the sandbox and retaining that player agency.
I think they're wrapping it
and
up
player
now.
choice.
It seems a
So,
bit concluding.
Regardless of which character you're picking,
Never
you'll
mind.
have the ability to get involved in these storylines of like the rise of Nagash and stuff. Even though you're playing such and such way on the other side of the planet,
this
you
is
can,
horrid.
if you want, you can get really involved with these storylines.
Well, yeah, if you're not playing as Nagash, it's very likely that you will have to survive
in
the
the
rise of
trailer.
power of Nagash. Whereas if you play as Nagash, you will be the one that rises to power
I
step
don't even
by
know what
step
to do.
while you are doing your conquest and your spread of corruption and the extinguishing of life around it.
Maybe I'll put my earphones back on and
For a lot
they'll
of us
be
players,
concluding.
this is
I'll
incredibly
be sharing
exciting. And
final
there's a lot of
thoughts,
changes
telling
and
us when it's
just
available.
wild things happening, and everything's quite literally on fire. And although we've touched a little bit on it, just to be kind of clear when it comes to the end times as an experience, this is still focusing on that sandbox experience of Total War Warhammer. It's not purely narrative, but it has narrative aspects, but it's still sticking to the core fundamentals.
Yeah, as you know, Total War is a storytelling machine, and we want players to be able to still tell their own stories through the sandbox nature that we offer. So with the end times now featuring in Immortal Empires, it's going to be exactly that. You can go ahead and, as you talked about earlier,
I'm so sorry that you've got to put up
destroy
with
this
this.
world, end it completely.
If I could
But
skip
on
it, I
on the
would.
flip side, we want to let you have those different stories.
What I should
also,
do
things that
is I
maybe
should
didn't
be
happen,
playing
but
Medieval
you'd
2
like to
right
think
now
how it
and
might
have this
played
on in the
out with
background.
Nagash
So when they
taking
actually
over the
get to
world and
something
bringing
good,
death to it, or whatever else you
then I can
think
just
of
like,
for
alright,
that
close
matter.
Medieval 2,
I
load into
know
the game.
many
But I
people
thought
are
they were
going to be
going to
hopping
start
right
with
into
something
Carl Franz
historical.
Saves the Day.
So I thought they were going to start with the good stuff.
We're
and
exploring different
then I can just
apocalyptic
leave.
scenarios that could have ended the world
No,
in
they're still going.
the canon, but didn't, because
Yeah,
we all
should-
know chaos
should
won.
complete a
We're
round one
looking
campaign.
for other what-if possibilities that could have happened.
Well, that is all extremely exciting stuff in my
It sounds
very biased
concluding.
but professional opinion. But
Oh,
beyond
that's all.
the end times, is there anything else we all can be looking forward to for Total War Warhammer?
So, one very important thing that we're all quite excited about to announce is that with the release of the Lord of the End Times pack, you no longer need to own Warhammer 1 or Warhammer
this is
2
actually
or
good
Warhammer
stuff.
3 to
I don't know
experience
about
the
this.
Immortal Empires. You can purchase just one of the packs and you will gain access to the Immortal Empires, where you can
They're
play
making
with what
Immortal
you've
Empires
purchased
free
against
for anyone who's got
everything else
Warhammer
that's
1,
in the
2 or 3.
companion.
That
So
is
you
actually
can
a
purchase
good
just
thing.
Nagash from your shirt, and you can play as Nagash from your shirt in
Not
the
that I
Immortal
care,
Empires.
not that I'll ever play it, but it is a good thing.
Extinguish the life in this doomed world.
So Nagash Stan can just come in, buy just this, get whole Immortal Empires, and just go crazy, and then be like, job done.
Exactly. This is an exciting moment for us all because we're lowering the entry point barrier for all of the players. So we're hoping to introduce new players that want to experience all this magnificent spectacle that the Immortal Empires and Warhammer 3 Total War is.
Well, that is just amazing. I am so excited to see all of this come to fruition, all of your incredible
Actually, I
hard
might
work.
get banned off
Thank you
YouTube
so
doing
much to
that. It's
Rich,
like-
Victor, and Todor for
Yeah, it might
joining
send
me
a
here
wrong
to
message.
discuss the end times and what all it's bringing to us in the future, which is just, oof, can't wait. Thank you everyone so much at home for joining us.
I've got such
We hope
crazy
that
wind.
you had a good
It's that
time,
one where poo
and
follows
we
through.
will see you around.
No, it was just about something. Oh. Oh. We got the circle thing.
Total War has a long and storied history.
Oh,
And alongside the
this
game
is it.
announcements we're sharing with you
This is
today,
it.
we'd like to reveal more about the latest evolution of the game engine that will be powering our
Oh.
future ambitions. To give you more of an insight into what's going on, I'm joined by Ellie and Roberto from our core technology team. Guys, do you want to do a quick introduction? Maybe Ellie, just tell us who you are and what you do.
No, just skip it. We don't care who
I'm
we are.
Ellie Corlander, and I'm the Technical Art Director on Total.
Okay, thank you. And Roberto?
I'm Roberto Girali, and I'm the Core Technology Director for Total War.
Perfect. Thank you, guys, and thank you for joining me for this chat today.
Thank you.
So for those who maybe don't know, like me, what is an engine? What does the engine do for Total
That's
War?
the sword Melkor got
So
from McDonald's.
it's the tools. It's the toolbox really of the game developers. It's the graphics renderer. It's
Ooh.
core gameplay
Oh,
kind
there's
of
information
components
here.
that the teams build upon to make our our game
Is this
experiences
Warhammer?
unique.
Silver demo.
It's the animation system.
Silver.
There's a lot of core
Anyone
features
pause it at
that,
the
you know,
right
all of
moment?
Total War games
See a
actually
medieval
benefit
hint?
from, and we build upon those in our unique products.
We've got Bone
Why
2,
is
Shogun 2
Total
down
War's
there.
engine so important?
I'm looking for every
Well,
little
the
detail
engine
now.
is the foundation for all
I
our
think it's
titles.
coming soon.
And when we saw the incredible lineup ahead of us, well, we decided that we needed to level up our technology to
War I?
support these fantastic visions. So
What does that building
it's quite
look
an
like?
exciting
Is it
challenge.
Warhammer?
We're a small team. We use proprietary tech. But we're really excited to bring something new to Total War. And so today we're happy to reveal the new iteration, the new evolution of the game engine, MELKOR. and we'd be happy to talk about
New
it
engine,
today.
good.
Yeah, so I just wanted to talk a little bit like the current version of our engine. We started evolving that from 2009, and all the products you've seen since then. We've been iterating on that engine, but we realised that with the lineup of games we had and the features we wanted to deliver, we really had to redesign some of those foundations.
So this is taking what Total War is at its core and then taking it to that next level, like you said, levelling up, right? What does this mean for Total War players? What can they expect to see and experience in future Total War games?
We really wanted to upgrade the type of visuals you could see in the game, you know, to keep, you know, competitive with what everyone else is seeing in other games at the moment. Total War games are rendering so much on screen at the same time. You've got
18th to 19th
characters,
century, I think.
massive battlefields,
characters.
so many characters. We really had to rethink, you know, how
Yeah, it caught me off guard a bit.
the
It didn't-
techniques we used to render some of that stuff, because we wanted to upgrade the fidelity everywhere. Some of those things include new lighting techniques, dynamic shadowing. We've improved our screen space ambient
got to take my
occlusion, which
shades off
means
of
you're
this.
going to see much more
Hope you
fidelity in
understand.
the
It
self-shadowing
does
of models on the terrain.
Very
Gives it much
modern.
more realistic feel. The meshes and the
Oh.
textures now, because of
Now, this
improved
could be
rendering
Warhammer as
techniques,
well.
we're able to put more fidelity in those things and not compromise on that performance of
That's
gameplay.
very modern looking.
We also have looked at new rendering techniques for VFX, so where
Unless
you see
it's just to throw us
projectiles,
off a
they'll be
bit.
high fidelity because
Whoa.
we've now got a new ribbon technology, which means we're not going to have so many overlapping particles. This means it's more performant, and it means we can get crisper kind of
World
projectile
War I
visuals.
France, someone said.
Yeah, our players may be familiar
Empire.
with Warscape, which is our renderer, and we've created a
It
new
might
version
actually be
in
Empire
Warcraft
too.
powered by DirectX 12.
So it's all going to contribute towards the overall immersion of what our battles are like, I guess, as well. And does this apply to campaign as well? So these kind of like new lighting abilities and things like that we'll have in the game, will people see that across both campaign and battle?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, yes, they will. It'll be across the render is kind of like a layer on top of the entire game engine, so you will see improvements in all areas.
Awesome.
On the battle side, we've actually decided to integrate Havoc and the physics system into our gameplay. It means that the buildings are more dynamically destructible. You can then use that as part of your strategic gameplay to sort of
That looked artillery
to
explosion.
new areas of the map. It's
And the battle AI will also respond to this, so we've
American
reworked the battle
Civil War,
AI to be
but needs more
also
factions, I
able to
think.
utilize all these new advancements and be more strategic as well.
So you can use these like destructible environments to your tactical advantage, but also your enemies are going to be doing the same.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, the battle
Alright,
AI
I'm
now,
intrigued
it
now.
takes
This is
more,
not what I expected.
It takes more of an advantage of reinforcements and
Start with
dynamic
this.
abilities
Why didn't
as
I
well.
start with this?
So it's really leveled up.
Awesome. And what about campaign? Are we going to see a lot of advancements in that area as well?
Yeah, we've put a lot of work into campaign. We've rewritten it to be modular so that each different game
Have
can
they
really
announced it
use
yet?
these
Not yet.
building blocks to create custom,
Talking
amazing
about a new
experiences.
engine.
And with this, like the campaign AI goes hand in hand. So that will also evolve and use what we call a forward model. So it will simulate future states of the game to make better strategic decisions.
What does this mean for animations then?
So we've actually rewritten a lot of our animation system. It's now a graph-based node system, which means we can layer animation behaviors and create more variety and fidelity. Some
She
of the
likes
things
that
that players
word,
may
fidelity.
see is more complex movement like strafing and more complex vehicle movement, something that
vehicles?
we've been challenged with our previous
It
version,
could
but
be
we
40K
wanted to do
though.
more and bring more to the gameplay.
Yeah, the team has really done a great job, I feel, with our new animation system. And there's something else, right?
Yes, of course, with Total War, quite a key part of it is blood and gore. We wanted to make this more visceral, more realistic. What we've done is rewritten some
Don't
of
get
parts
too
of the
interested,
dismemberment
Elizabeth
system,
Bambe, or
showing
whatever
some
your
more
name is.
dismemberment, limbs popping off, interacting with terrain and sitting on the terrain, and yeah, very gory.
Always be cautious.
Love.
Don't
Sorry for
trust
the
a
mocap
word they
actors
say.
there.
We didn't chop them off.
Oh, okay. Phew, that's a relief. We've talked a lot about all these pretty awesome advancements that are going to be coming to Total War in the future. But Total War, of course, has a 25-year legacy on PC. Does this new engine allow us to look for...
No. No. My internet's gone. Sorry about this. How do we...
To take our future titles on PlayStation
Right,
and
I think we're
Xbox
good.
as
I
well
think
as
we're back.
PC. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Fantastic. So we can finally allow console players to experience Total War.
Yeah.
Console.
But we're still going to be, of course, maintaining that same focus on the deep strategy ethos that we encompass, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we want to remain true to our soul. So we're not
Couldn't
having
have
like a
crashed
knee-jerk
during the
reaction
Warhammer
to,
stuff, though,
to
could it?
putting our
No.
games on console. We absolutely want to. We love the Total War
McDonald's drove
formula
leaps
and
ahead.
the complexity, the depth, and this is something that we want to keep regardless of the hardware. So PC players, I don't think they'll see any major changes to the product they love because we love it as well. So yeah, going on console is really a way to expand also to our to other players.
Great.
covered
What are we
in
aiming
white
to
stuff.
achieve with WarCore then? What's the goal of this new engine?
Yeah, we wanted to give Total
Just
War
us.
the strongest foundation it ever had. But really here, we wanted to look at the future. So the engine now is at its infancy, so it will evolve and get better and better over time. But even now, yeah, we feel it's the most powerful foundation we've ever had. And we are thinking long term. So players will see over time more and more improvements coming to it.
Run remastered on the PS5.
It's in its
Would you
infancy
play
now,
it?
but you will see improvements in terms of the rendering, in terms of things like
Run
destruction
remastered for
and all
Nintendo
those
Switch.
interesting
Ooh,
new
units,
features.
units.
But we want to build upon
Those are
those
medieval
releases
units.
we've got to come.
Oh.
We've got, plans to
It's
keep
medieval too.
iterating on those features.
Yeah, I think players will already see something great.
I saw the
but they're
medieval
really
units
excited
there.
about
That's
what they
got
can
to
see
be
even
medieval.
2, 3, 10 years from now, and that's what we are trying to build. Yeah. And it's also something we've built for our staff, so to give them more powerful tools, to be able to create even better games. So yeah, streamline our internal pipelines, make them more
The buildings
efficient.
aren't medieval.
Okay, we really wanted to improve the developer experience. So we've worked on like unified tools and unified experience and workflows and improving that experience.
They
all
definitely
around.
had unit cards
Good
there
for
with
the players
armor bar.
and good for the developers as well. It's a win-win.
And I
Amazing.
hope it is
Well, thank
medieval
you both
free,
for joining
so
me
that
for
I
this
can
chat
milk
today.
you all for the views.
Up next, we are going to be taking a look at what's to come for our historical players.
Finally, right, here we go. This is the big one. I'm taking my shades off for this. I think the buildings are Empire, but the units were medieval. Maybe they're just tricking us.
Hi, I'm Pavel. It's incredible to be standing in front of you today, not just as a developer, but as a lifelong fan. I've been playing Total War for 25 years, first discovering the franchise through Shogun, before becoming completely captivated by Medieval. That passion led me to join Creative Assembly in 2005, where I've been fortunate to contribute to most of our historical Total War releases, from Medieval 2 all the way up to Three Kingdoms.
And that's
And
Rome
today,
behind him.
I'm absolutely thrilled to be here as the game director of our next major historical title. The franchise was created not only because of our love of strategy games, but from a deep love of history. From the very beginning, our goal has been to bring the past to life in immersive, authentic worlds, giving players a chance to relive and reshape it in a way only Total War can. We know that same passion for history lives in our community. You've been asking for a return to the roots of what made historical Total War so special, and that's exactly what we're setting out to do. So today, we're proud to reveal the next chapter in Total War's historical legacy.
Here we go.
It's a game we've dreamt of making for a very long time. This is more than just a new game. It's the rebirth of historical Total War.
What's it gonna be?
We
it's medieval.
rule by divine right, and yet our realm is far from holy.
The armies we command.
A giant, kill it.
Why fight when hearts and minds are easily swayed?
You said everything's for?
The realm is ours only when our enemies lie dead.
Patience and time will beget our gain.
We are stability.
Dignity.
And authority.
We bear the weight of pain.
Is this AI generated, do you think?
Greatness shall ever define us.
And we shall never
be forgotten.
sitting on the chairs.
So,
How will you shape your realm? How will
you make history?
make
History.
Make history.
Teletubbies Total War. There we go, we got Medieval 3. I'm gonna milk it for so much money.
Yes, Medieval 3 is real. So many of you have long desired a sequel to this special series, and
Totally.
today we're thrilled to confirm that it's in early pre-production. The Medieval series holds a special place in the hearts of many, and this game will be both a tribute to its predecessors and a bold step forward. We're drawing direct inspiration from what made those past games unforgettable, and for it to herald the rebirth of historical Total War. Our vision for the game is ambitious, but clear. We want Medieval 3 to be the definitive Total War experience set in the medieval era. A game where you don't just relive history, you rewrite it. In gameplay terms, that means choosing your realm, forging your legacy, and altering the course of history with a level of player agency we have never achieved before in a Total War title. Now, we are in early pre-production with Med 3, and we're announcing early to take you on our development journey with us, where we can, via blogs and other updates. We've never announced something this early before,
This was meant to
and
be
we are
announced.
excited to engage with you throughout this journey. We have started to build the foundation for Medieval 3, and over time, we will be able to share more about the game as it comes to life. There's a lot more to come, and we can't wait to share it
They've
with you.
got nothing.
So let's
They're
dive in
nowhere
and meet some
near
of
it.
the team.
It's literally just, yeah, we're gonna start working on it. I thought they've been working on this for the last 3
Hi,
years.
I'm Cody Bonds, and I'm excited to be here today with the team making Total War Medieval 3. I've been covering Total War on YouTube for a number of years now. I have a degree in archaeology from media, and I can't wait to meet you guys. So can you introduce yourselves?
Hey Cody, my name is Leif. I'm the creative director on Total War Medieval 3.
And I'm Luke. I'm a senior game designer on Total War Medieval 3.
People have been asking for Medieval 3 since probably the day after Medieval 2 released. What does it feel like to finally announce this game that people have been looking forward to for so long?
Yeah, I mean, it's super exciting, also a bit intimidating, but really exciting. And, you know, in fact, this is really the game that a lot of us came to join CA to really be part of. I was dreaming about making this game one day. I remember when I joined in 2016 first, I was crossing my fingers and hoping that this would be, please let it be Med 3. So this is it, right? This is our magnum opus. Over the years, of course, we toyed with the idea of making this game. It really feels like now is the right time for it. Medieval 3 is, of course, the sequel to Medieval 2, but it also follows on, you know, a long history now of Total War games, 20 years since, where we learned a lot about making Total War games, and we're really excited to carry this into Medieval 3. So expectations are high. Expectations are really high for us as developers, for us as fans of the series
There's a
as well.
poll in my chat if you're
And
happy with it.
expectations are high in the community out
I'm
there.
not.
And that was actually one of the main inspirations
It's
of
too far
announcing
away.
this earlier than we've ever done, to bring the community on this journey with us, to speak to our fans what this game is all about.
We're all really hyped about making the game. As Leif said, we're all fans. We've been playing for years. I have a background in medieval history, so for me it's a dream come true. And I think that's true for most of the people on the project for all different reasons. So there's
Why
loads of
didn't CA
excitement in the
make it
studio at the
sooner?
moment.
100%
If you're drawing on all this excitement, what is the vision for the game itself?
We want Medieval 3 to be all about
I don't
rewriting
want to talk
history.
over them too much.
And Total War has always been about painting the map your color, of course, and Medieval
Yeah,
3
they get obvious.
will have that as a key element still, but it's no longer the single most
Yeah, it
important
should be
element of your game.
years in development
And
by
much
now.
more
It's
ways
obvious
of how
where
we want
things have been
players to
going.
be able to reach through the window to the world and influence the world around them, and add more ways of how the world speaks back to the player and acknowledges the actions that the player has taken. What Kingdom of England will you create in your campaign? Playing as the Holy Roman Empire, will you
Again,
be able to
is
unite
that
the
AI
empire,
art?
or will you perhaps
I can't
accelerate
even
the
tell anymore, to be
fragmentation
honest.
and form an early Kingdom of Germany? And it's not just about your own realm, it's also about what happens to all the realms in the world. In your game, if the Byzantine Empire falls, what will the consequence be? And what about
We're
the world
gonna get
itself and the
GTA
people
6
that live
before
in it?
Medieval
What
3?
about the dynamics
Paul
of
saying?
urbanization?
It's 50-50,
What about
pretty
the
much.
medieval estates? How will the world develop? So we want Medieval 3 to be
Yeah,
that
too,
ultimate
it's
canvas
50-50.
to tell your own story and to rewrite history.
So you're talking about the medieval era, but that can be quite
It's not
wide
AI art,
or
that kind of
smart
thing.
era, depending on who
Just
you ask. So when you
concept
say
art.
medieval, what do you mean in this game? What's the setting?
I'll say we haven't fixed a start date yet, but we know that like Medieval 2, we want
We've
to
got
set the
nothing
game
for
in
us.
sort of high to late medieval period, 12th to 15th century, maybe a little bit either side. And I've always felt like the high and a little bit of the late period is really the most recognizably true medieval period. It has all the stuff that you might expect to find, like knights and castles. It has crusades, plague,
I agree
of course.
with this.
There's the big names like Barbarossa, Saladin, Eleanor of Aquitaine, and of course Richard the Lionheart. In the east, you have these rising powers, the Ayyubids, the Mamluks, the Mongols, and later the Ottomans. And then in the west, there are these sort of slow and steady kingdoms forming and gaining power.
I was
like
hoping
France and
2026.
and then in
2027 at
Central Europe,
worst,
the Roman
it's
Empire
probably
is
2028,
mired by civil war,
2029.
and the Italian free city-states are forming these sort of bullish trade empires and stalking
Alright
the
guys,
Mediterranean.
we're not having a
And then
MELKOR
there's the
return,
sort
it
of
seems.
somehow
I
still
think I'm out.
heartbreaking fall of the
Goodbye.
Byzantines, the East Romans, first at the hands of the
it's
Christians
over.
in the Fourth Crusade.
I'll see you
and
in
then
3 years.
Later, defeat by the Ottomans. So it's a really rich and vibrant period, and I think it's a great setting for us. I'd like to see
Who
it
knows,
sort
we
of
might
as
still
a
get Medieval 2
chaotic
remastered.
world where people are
All
trying
wait for now,
to
who
establish some
knows?
sort of order onto it. So rulers are trying things out. They might be new things or old things. That could be an economic system or a military strategy or a political gambit. And they don't really know if it's going to work, but they try it anyway.
They
And I
need
find
to
that really
release a game in
compelling. You see
2026.
things like
This in 2028,
brotherhood
what's
and oaths
2027?
of fealty, even chivalry, creating these sort of bonds that hold society together. So it's also a world of promise. And those promises are set in the context of people's personal ambitions. So the result is often just carnage, and what better setting for a total war game?
It sounds like you're talking about the realm almost like as it's a person itself, not focusing on individuals, but as managing the whole kingdom.
Yeah, I think for us it was really important to lean into
Don't
the
get
fact
too
of
hype,
that
it's all
long time
talk.
period and the
We've got
progression
nothing.
and the amount of change that happened in the period. One thing we discussed was how in that time period, in the medieval time, there wasn't really the notion of
I don't even
nationhood
like
or
football, no.
nations or states. But really, at the end of the medieval era, we are entering that realm of possibilities where you have something like nations forming. So it's really about these medieval realms finding themselves
Like,
and
look at that
defining
logo, it just
themselves
looks-
in that era.
it looks
And
cheap.
It seemed like a
The-
great
the way-
backdrop to give
I
players
don't wanna
that
go into it.
authorship, not just in a single lifetime of a ruler, but really in a
Yeah, you
line
know
of
who it's by, yeah.
succession that leads to the entire
You're not
era.
missing much.
And there are these great dynasties to draw inspiration from, whether it's the
Medieval
Plantagenets,
3,
the
probably
Capetians,
28,
and I
28,
think
2029,
one of
it seems.
the really nice things about this
Not
project
missing
is going
much.
back to total wars that run across decades and centuries rather than a smaller
Oh, the
or shorter
idiots.
period of time. It
This
gives us
should
a
have
lot of
been
space to
this should have
talk
been
about
3 years ago.
these
Where they are
grand,
now
sort of slow
should have been
moving
2 or 3
historical,
years ago.
processes, as well as the really sort of spiky
And
moments,
everyone's
the
spamming
drama
6-7
and the
now.
excitement of the events that happen.
One thing we sometimes talk about is how we want the game ultimately to feel very
Yeah,
different.
come on,
in
everyone,
the
let's
early
all
parts of your
let's
game
all
versus
comment
the end.
6-7. Come
You
on,
know, we want to
everybody,
create an
let's get our
experience where
6-7s in there.
150 years in, you look back at the achievements and maybe failures and tragic moments and traumatic turn of
Come on, I
events
want
as
to see
part of your
MELKOR
game,
chatters
how
doing
the
it.
world has changed, partially under your feather, but also partially just through the events of the sandbox, which is really compelling for a Total War game.
Yeah,
You
there
gentlemen
we go.
have both obviously done a tremendous amount of research for this game and can draw upon that at will. But how will that history help inform the gameplay experience?
I'll go bold here and say I don't think there is gameplay without history. Whether you're making a fantasy game or a sci-fi game or historical, chances are that part of that draws a parallel to the past. So that might be a cool weapon or a unit
Yeah, I saw the
or a whole
drumstick do
feature
it.
set, but it probably is inspired from history. And I think that's what makes those gameplay features feel really fun to play. It's satisfying. They feel believable.
If it came
they're
out next
grounded,
year, it
they're
would be
real,
overlapping with the
even if they're a little
U5.
bit
I don't think you can call it an
I think one of
overlap
the cool
if
things about
it's a
working on a
full year
medieval game
difference.
is that we have access to all these great sources.
I don't
these
think if it was
manuscripts,
releasing
these
this year,
treaties
yeah,
and
you've got a
agreements,
point. but
pipe
no,
rolls,
if it was next
artifacts,
year, I don't
or
think so.
the work of other historians that we can really draw on, and that directly goes into the content of the game. So that might be the
Oh.
weapons or the armor,
Right.
the
I'm
buildings.
interested
and
in this.
we all love it when a TV show or a game gets the details just right. I think we also directly go with it when the content of the game
Alright, so yeah, just basic units there, nothing too
or a
special.
game.
I guess
But I think we can say that
concept art
we
looks okay.
want to make the most authentic Total War we've ever made. And that means going beyond the content. It's also about looking at historical relationships. So when you play our game, we want you to feel like you're in medieval shoes, that the problems that you're facing are the problems medieval people faced, and that the tools you have to solve those problems are the same tools that they had as well.
Not the best announcement.
So we look at the core systems of the game, like the economy, or the recruitment, or characters, buildings, and we think, okay, why did this work in the way that they did in the medieval period? Taking recruitment as an example, when you raise an army in our game, we want it to feel truly medieval.
You're going to play
And where did
EU5
medieval armies
MELKOR?
come
If they
from?
send me a free copy, sure.
They aren't really standing armies.
If you
like
know anyone who can get me a free copy of EU5,
probably
you
more
know,
from
do it
owners
and
of
I'll give it a
fealty
playthrough.
from vassals to their lords. So we want you to feel like you're raising your banners, like you're mustering your forces or summoning the Prince
12th
Electors.
century, so Third Crusade.
And of course,
yeah, I
it's
think
not
it's
a
going to be
PhD
Third
thesis,
Crusade
it's
time.
a game, and the fun definitely comes first. But if we can inspire people to look into history because of our game and maybe learn a thing or two, I think that would be great. And
At least there's no,
I got
like,
into history
else
because of
band
Total War, so it
or
would be great to
boring
repay the favour.
People.
Yeah, I
Like,
think we
people
ultimately
commenting
set out
boring. It's
to
mostly
make the ultimate medieval
calm down the
strategy
chat
sandbox, right? And for that, the simulation of the medieval world is really important. And like Luke was saying, the representation of the forces and dynamics, that's really key. It's absolutely important to get, you know, the armor right and the details on the helmets, but really capturing the forces and dynamics that moved the world at the time and making sure the player feels them and interacts with them. That's really
I think that's
a key
concept
goal.
art there. But it shows
so
you a
much
bit
you
of a
guys
new
are
engine.
juggling to.
I'm going to
that's
go
really-
back here. I think this is part of a new engine, Ben. Like, I think it's actually going to look a little bit more like this, rather than how it looks in Attila, for example.
Our key goal.
There's so much you guys are juggling to get right in here, and there's
No,
so many
juggling,
cool
I was
elements that
juggling
clearly you're
earlier.
building on things from the past and looking at them in completely new ways. But what's the one key element you're really looking at to focus on here for your team?
I think that's a really interesting one to pin down because there's so much excitement and passion in the studio and team for Medieval 3. There's a great anecdote where we were sharing some concept art with the wider Total War team, and the concept art was presenting some ideas
Exactly.
around
Too much
the
yapping,
upgrades
not
of armor
enough to show.
and how better techniques and more expertise in armor creation could be represented visually. And I got this huge message from someone not actually working on the game, explaining to me the details of platinum and how it was done and what the benefits of it were. So a lot of passion in the wider Total War team that we want to draw from. But if it comes to
Gonna
one
do
thing, I think it would be to
CK3
create
but
that sandbox,
with
to really bring the
real
medieval
lap time
world to life,
battles.
to give you the option to interact with this world, feel the forces that were at play
Yeah,
at
it
the time,
does
and really
seem
feel
like
like
it.
this is truly a medieval game where you get to rewrite history the way you want.
But I
And
don't think
that's
their
Total
campaign is
War
going to be as
Medieval
detailed
3.
as it.
Thank you to the development team for coming out today and
So it's
revealing
gonna be
this
cheap
truly
CK3.
astounding game that I think we're all excited to see be developed.
It's
in
too
the
far
future.
away, though.
Obviously, it's
Did
early
they say
days,
start
but we can
date?
look forward to news
I
updates
think they're
as they
thinking
come
around
out,
Third
and
Crusade
hopefully
time.
play a game where you can truly rewrite history.
But they haven't got anything sorted yet. It's years away, it seems. The only thing we can hope for is, with the new engine, it might be faster to make Total War games.
Getting to work on Total
So maybe
War
they
is
might
like
get through it a
nothing
bit
else.
faster.
Working on Total War is definitely an experience.
It's different every day.
It's never boring.
Challenging. Working on Total War is an absolute dream come true.
It's a franchise that's so close to my heart.
I like to solve
Can
problems.
you show
and
that
Total
plushie
War
in the background?
throws
Which one?
endless amounts of design
The
problems.
smiley
at you.
face?
Working with people who are passionate about what they do and the world they're
It's
building
there, you
makes
can
it a
see.
really
I'm not
awesome
getting it
place to
down.
be.
I
Coming
can't
into
be
work
bothered.
where I get to write about the Crusades one minute and the
Oh,
fantasy apocalypse the
what's this?
next is like nothing else.
Making Total War games feels like just bringing that fantasy, that imagination to life.
And the games are always challenging, but the challenge is something that we love to tackle.
It's a franchise that has taken us to many, many different places, so nothing's ever the same.
It's really great to be part of something that means so much to so many people.
I don't think there's anything quite like it.
The fact it's two, sometimes three massive games rolled into one.
It combines strategy gaming and real-time battles like no other game.
Wait, have they not done announce Warhammer 40k?
No real other game kind of does it the same.
Imagine that they don't
really
announce
kind of
anything
get that
else.
view as if you're a god looking at this.
Yeah, you
world.
just conclude it now,
It's
no
all
Warhammer.
interactable and you can manipulate everything in the world.
Also, it gives you that real immersion, so then you can like follow that through line all the way down to like an individual soldier, like you're zooming in on a battlefield.
You feel like you're right in there with the troops, and then with the campaign side, you get a lot of the gameplay and the strategic side of elements of the campaign.
It's just a really cool, nice synergy that works really well.
So for me, what makes it special is the ability to bring history to life.
To bring players into so many different places, and not many other.
It's gonna be a
games
while
can
until
say
it's
that.
Mel back.
We have people who are interested in history, in strategy, and of course, fantasy.
It's the ultimate time machine, a socio-economic war simulator that transports you back in time.
How does it feel to work on a game franchise that is 25 years old?
Exhausting.
It is crazy to think that it's 25 years since the first Total War game.
That's pretty special. 25 years is a long
Who
time.
knows that? We might still get Medieval 2 remastered, guys. Stay on the stream.
It feels unbelievable and amazing. I never thought I would be part of Total War.
It's lovely to have been here for so long and seen our games develop, seeing the tech develop.
We want to iterate and improve on aspects, but we are always keen to make sure we don't disappoint our fans, we don't change Total War too much.
But also, we need to move forward and do new things and innovate.
So we have a responsibility to keep it true to what makes Total War so special, but also carry it to the future and keep delivering new epic experiences that are going to stand the test of time.
It's a wonderful thing to be able to be part of something that has such a long and lasting legacy.
And it's stood the test of time. It's one of those great franchises.
Few games get to celebrate that milestone, and this game happened to be something very special.
And it also feels like it's not just a milestone and it's getting older, it's just the beginning of something new and where we're going
When
now.
do you think
We
Medieval
all
3
together as a team
is going to
bring
come
it
out?
to the future.
That's the question. What year? Because it's not going to be 2026, that's for certain.
And that almost brings us to the end of our anniversary showcase. And what a celebration it's been. 25 years ago, we set out to build a strategy experience unlike any other. What began as a single game has grown into a franchise full of unforgettable moments which have been shared by tens of millions of players around the world. Today, we've celebrated that legacy by announcing a return to one of the most beloved eras in Total War history with Medieval 3. And we're preparing for the Cataclysm with the Lords of the End Times DLC and the End Times update for Warhammer 3. Few games get to celebrate
Medieval
such
2
a
soundtrack
monumental
in the
milestone,
background.
but we're eager and excited to
noticed
spend
that?
many more years with you all. When we say your support means the world to us, we mean it. Whether you're playing our games, watching our newest
please
trailers,
give us
submitting
something.
bug feedback,
I've got a whole
or
audience
commenting
here
on
that
every
needs
win on every
milking.
social post imaginable, all of this contributes to creating the bedrock for
Give us
Total War
Medieval 2
success.
remastered.
Finally, before we end today,
Warhammer.
we have one last thing to share.
It's done it with Warhammer, but one last thing, right? That's for Warhammer.
Hi everyone, I'm Attila, game director on the next major title being developed at Creative Assembly. Whilst we are not ready to unveil the project in all of its glory, it represents one of the most ambitious games we have ever worked on as a studio, and we can't wait to share it with you. We would like to invite you to tune in to the Game Awards on December 11th to watch the world premiere announcement trailer for our next Total War title. After that moment, we look forward to sharing more with you. Once again,
Alright, so we
from all
don't
of us
even
to
get
you,
it.
Thank you.
December 7th, I think you said. That was terrible. That was terrible. So we got Medieval 3, that's going to come maybe in 3 or 4 years' time, and I don't know anything about it. And I've got another game that they're not going to tell us yet. Is that it? It better be good, right? Hold on. I think that's it, man. Wow. Yeah, just bait. They hyped it up for nothing. They've got nothing. They've got literally nothing. That's it. That's all they've told us. They've got nothing. Medieval 3. Maybe 28, 29. What are people saying? People are saying 2030 for Medieval 3. That won the poll. 2030. 5 years away. No Medieval 2 remastered, no, nothing. Not even an Attila DLC, which I was kind of hoping for. Wow, that's bad. Not even a 40k or the Warhammer 4 for the Warhammer guys. Now, of course, I don't care about Warhammer, and I think most people hear it. falling back camp. But that is bad. I mean, if they announce it in the next thing, what did they say? 7th of December. Okay, I guess that's fine. So they're probably going to announce a Warhammer thing then. But why do it? Why have your own show if you're not even going to announce it? That was dreadful. Thing is, China is going to invade Taiwan in 2027, and there's going to be a massive recession as a result. You had all those computer chips as well, so no one's going to play Medieval 3. We're not going to... And it's probably going to be like a terabyte as well. Oh, we're doomed. That was actually dreadful. Well, there's not going to be any Mel back anytime soon. We will literally experience real-life medieval warfare before Medieval 3. That was terrible. Alright then. Yeah, so I'm going to be gone for another 3 or 4 years, I think. But I hope to see you all then. Don't forget to donate if you can. And if I'm dead by that point, which I probably will be, of old age, do not pre-order. I think I'm gone. Thank you for watching, I guess. What a waste of my time. No milking, unfortunately. I lost my job today as well. Oh, what a great day. Oh. Right. Yeah, goodbye everyone. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm all blurry now. Yeah. For now, Mel gone. Ah!